Moses, a boy who brought pride to his community. Moses is a 9-year-old boy from Kakata District, Liberia. He is in the 3rd grade at Benla Community Public School. Moses goes to school every day because his parents want Moses to become an educated Liberian. Today is an important day for Moses. He has been selected to represent his school at a reading competition organized by 4 different schools. 16 students are competing. They will compete in story reading and understanding, reading made-up words, and writing. Remember this, if children read 60 words in 1 minute, then they are becoming good readers and they are more likely to understand what they read. So Moses and his competitors have 1 minute to read a competition story. Teachers will time students as they read. Whoever finishes first, but with the least number of mistakes, will have a chance of winning. But the overall winner will be the one who also shows he understands the story by answering the questions about the story. He also must complete the other tasks, writing and reading the made-up words. It has been an hour already. Students are reading, parents are listening anxiously while the teacher is recording the time and accuracy of competitors. And now the time has come for Moses to read. His mother is nervous.
Don't consider anything. Look at the paper and read as fast as you can, but understand it.
One day, John and his dad set up a fish to fish. They took the net with them and on to a trip. John threw the net into the river. He got hold a fish of a fish. It was a big fish. He was very happy. He and his dad took the fish home and gave it to Mom, and she cooked it for them to eat. He was very happy.
And so on until 16 students had the opportunity to read. And now the teacher has analyzed students' reading today, and it is time to announce the winner.
And our reading champion for Kakata District for the month of March comes from Benla Community School. And the student that put them in first place is Moses George.
Moses has won the reading competition.
So now we're going to call on our DO to come and give these students their gifts.
In the days that are to come, Moses is going to be a shining star in his community. His teacher will inform all parents from the school about Moses' success, and the story about a boy who brought pride to his school will live ever after. How did Moses become such a good reader? When Moses was in the 2nd grade, he was a struggling reader. He could only read 10 to 15 words in a minute, and he could not answer any of the questions about the story. Then came help from the Ministry of Education. Teachers were trained on how to teach reading, children were given books to take home to read, small libraries were established at the schools, teachers received regular monthly support from education officers and teacher trainers, and parents helped too. It is thanks to all these efforts that Moses and his classmates learned to read much better before the end of 3rd grade. Mama Sharrif. Mama Sharrif is also in the 3rd grade, and just like Moses, she is a shining star in her community. She was adopted by her uncle. Her parents cannot read and they work on a farm, but they thought that Mama Sharrif should go to school. They believed that education would bring a better life for Mama Sharrif. As a 2nd grader, Mama Sharrif was a struggling reader last year. For a year, teachers and parents worked hard to make sure that Mama Sharrif and her classmates learn how to read. And today, she reads well and understands everything she reads. Her classmates are reading well too. Just recently, teachers have conducted student assessment to see whether reading is improved. And today, it is time to tell the community about the results. Remember that at a minimum, your children should be able to read 60 words per minute to be good readers and to understand what they have read. Today, 2 years later, the Lankama Public School has done it. Students in the school are good readers. Their success is recognized by the officers who are providing uniforms to children to wear to school as a reward for all the hard work.
Make sure that this school is well supported.
Everyone is celebrating the success of Mama Sharrif, her classmates, and her teacher. Mama Sharrif's uncle and mother are also very proud of her. Moses and Mama Sharrif have paved the way for other children. Unfortunately, our research showed that there are many students in Liberian schools who cannot read at all. Yet they are as old as Moses and Mama Sharrif. Many of them can only read a few words in 1 minute, and very few are able to read as well as Mama Sharrif or Moses. Education is the key to life without poverty. To educate your children, you must start with reading. Children who do not learn to read and write when they are young will have much greater learning difficulties later on. Some will need to repeat a grade. Others may drop out of school altogether. It is so important that you ensure that your children learn to read and write when they are young, while they are still in grades 1, 2, and 3. It makes no difference whether a school is in the city or in a rural area. Through the stories of Moses and Mama Sharrif, we saw that it is possible to teach children to read in 1 year. What can you do to make your children read as well as Moses and Mama Sharrif? First, find out if your children can read or not. Time your children as they read and see if they can read 1 word per second and if they are accurate. Then ask them questions about the story they have read. They should be able to understand what they have read. If you cannot do this alone, do it together with your teacher or someone in your town who can read and help you with your child's reading. Second, talk to your teachers and the principal in your school about reading. Ask if reading is being taught, and if not, discuss ways how you can bring reading to your school. Organize meetings with parents to discuss how to best support teachers and students.
Reading is easy.
Make sure that your children read every day at home for 20 minutes. They should read aloud at first and later on silently. This is the minimum. Yet remember, the longer they read, the sooner they will become good readers. Fourth, help teachers establish and care for school libraries. Talk to your officers about buying more books for schools. Fifth, make sure that you or someone in your family or town reads to your children every day. 6. Together with teachers and principals, develop a plan for improving reading and ask for support from the officials. Finally, celebrate success by holding reading competitions. Award children and teachers with respect, praise, and encouragement. Education starts with reading. Reading is the most important skill that a child can learn. Reading is the key to improving your life.